Have you ever noticed how life can change in a single moment? One afternoon, an older man named Richard was sitting on a park bench, watching children run past him. He smiled softly, enjoying the sound of laughter. But when he tried to stand up, his legs didn't respond the way they used to. A sharp pain ran through his knee, and for the first time, he felt something unfamiliar. Not fear of aging, but fear of losing control. That's when it hit him. Some things matter more than family as you grow older. As the years pass, your priorities shift in ways you never imagined. The things that once felt urgent, approval, obligations, family gatherings, even being understood, start to fade. And what rises instead are the deeper needs that protect your peace, your dignity, and your emotional stability in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. In this video, we're going to uncover 5 things that matter more than family once you reach a certain age. These aren't about money or status. They're about the quiet forces that keep you steady when life becomes unpredictable. And stay until the end, because the final one is the most powerful of all. It has the ability to heal almost every emotional wound, even the pain caused by your own family. Now let's begin. The first thing that matters more than family is your health and your physical independence. Because here's the truth. Even the people who love you most cannot breathe for you, walk for you, or carry your body through the day. Your strength, your balance, physical independence is dignity. It's being able to rise from bed, prepare your own meal, or take a walk without feeling helpless. Those small abilities are not small at all. They are freedom. And the most powerful part? You don't build that freedom in one dramatic moment. You build it quietly, with daily walks, gentle stretching, better sleep, more water, fewer excuses. Not to live forever, but to live fully. Because when your body feels strong, your world stays open. But there's something else that affects your health even faster than age, and it's what we'll uncover in part 2. Years ago, a woman named Elena lost her husband after 50 years together. Everyone in her family promised, "We'll be there for you." And they meant it, at least in the beginning. Calls came often, visits were frequent, but slowly, life pulled them away. Jobs, children, responsibilities, their world moved forward. Elena didn't blame them, but she felt the quiet ache of being left behind. Then something unexpected happened. One evening, her neighbor knocked on the door holding 2 cups of tea and said, "I don't want you to sit alone tonight." That small moment turned into weekly conversations, then laughter, then walks, then a friendship that felt warmer than anything Elena had expected. That's why the second thing that can matter more than family as you grow older is true friendship and emotional connection. Family ties are built by blood, but friendships are built by choice. And in later life, choice becomes powerful. Friends show up not because they have to, but because they want to. That voluntary bond often becomes deeper and more emotionally present than relatives who love you, but are too busy to stay close. With real friends, you don't have to play a role. You're not required to be the strong parent, the wise grandparent, or the helper. You're simply yourself. You can be honest. You can be quiet. You can be imperfect, and still be accepted. That kind of connection protects you from loneliness in a way family sometimes cannot. Because loneliness isn't about being alone. It's about feeling unseen. A genuine friendship doesn't need constant talking. Sometimes it's just sitting together and feeling safe in silence. Friends notice when your voice sounds tired. They sense when something is wrong. They remind you that you still matter. And yes, science supports it. Seniors with strong social ties often live longer, think clearer, and heal faster. But beyond research, there's a simple truth. Friendship brings you back to life. So if you have even one person who understands you, treasure them. Because when life gets harder, and it will, what matters most isn't how many people you have, but who stays sincere when everything feels heavy. And speaking of heavy, there's a kind of stress that doesn't shout, it whispers. It shows up when you open a bill and feel your stomach tighten. When you need medicine but hesitate to buy it. When you want to say no to someone, but you can't, because you need help. That's why the third thing that often matters more than family in old age is financial stability and independence. Money may not buy happiness, but in later years, it buys peace. Not luxury, not status, peace. Because financial independence gives you power over your own choices, what you eat, where you live, how you spend your time, and whether you have to rely on someone else to survive. And survival should never require you to beg for dignity. Many older adults assume family will always step in when needed. They believe their children will help with bills, support them through illness, or provide security when retirement becomes difficult. But life doesn't always unfold that way. Your family may love you deeply, but they carry their own burdens, their own kids, their own expenses. Depending on them completely can lead to disappointment, resentment, or painful shame, especially when you begin to feel like a burden instead of a loved one. And here's the truth most people don't say out loud. Even loving family members can become impatient when money is involved. That's why protecting your financial independence is not selfish, it's wise. Even small savings can create emotional relief. Knowing you can afford food, basic comfort, and healthcare gives your heart room to breathe. It lets you live with pride. It allows you to make decisions based on what feels right, not what feels necessary. And financial stability also changes your relationships. When you're not desperate, you're not controlled by guilt. You can give freely, love honestly, and connect without the hidden pressure of needing something in return. This isn't about becoming rich. It's about becoming steady, simplifying your lifestyle, cutting unnecessary spending, and managing what you have. These small steps protect your future self. Because when your finances are stable, your mind becomes calmer. And that calm is priceless. But there's something even deeper than financial. A strange thing happens as you age. You start to realize that you can be surrounded by people and still feel exhausted inside. Because the greatest battles aren't always outside of you, they're within you. That's why the fourth thing that often matters more than family in later life is inner peace and spiritual grounding. Peace of mind becomes more valuable than approval, wealth, or even family closeness. Because when your inner world is calm, the noise of life loses its power. But when your mind is filled with anger, regret, guilt, or unresolved pain, even the warmest family love cannot truly comfort you. Inner peace doesn't simply arrive. It's cultivated. Many older adults carry emotional weight for decades. Mistakes they can't undo, words left unsaid, family conflicts that never healed, disappointments that never faded. And the painful truth is, you can't rewrite the past, but you can make peace with it. Forgiveness isn't about pretending it didn't happen. It's about choosing not to let it control you anymore. Forgiving others, and yourself, is one of the greatest acts of freedom you will ever experience. And spiritual grounding strengthens that freedom. It doesn't have to look the same for everyone. For some, it's prayer. For others, it's meditation, nature walks, quiet mornings, journaling, gratitude, or simply feeling connected to something greater than your own worries. God, the universe, life itself. Because the older you get, the more you understand this. Control is an illusion. You can't control how your family behaves, what they believe, or how often they show up. But you can control how you carry yourself. You can choose calm over chaos. You can choose peace over pride. And peace isn't just emotional, it becomes physical. A peaceful heart lowers stress, helps you sleep, softens tension. The fifth thing that can matter more than family as you grow older is purpose. Because what truly keeps you alive isn't comfort, money, or even love. It's having a reason to wake up. Purpose doesn't need to be big. It can be helping someone, sharing wisdom, creating something, or simply living with kindness. When you have purpose, loneliness fades and your heart feels full again. And here's the surprising truth. Purpose can heal wounds even family couldn't heal.